JAX is one of Geometry Dash's most well-known creators. He's made levels such as everyone's first theme The Nightmare and pioneered the auto difficulty with the autoplay area. But besides from that, I don't feel like many other JAX levels are particularly well known. So I decided to shine a light on some of JAX's more obscure levels by beating every one of his levels at some servers. Okay, so I have beaten 4 of JAX's levels so far. Yeah, let's go. Got some Tuesday things going on. This isn't that bad for what there must be a 1.1 level, especially if it's their first. Just a few blind bits and that's it really. Level 8. Sounds pretty simple. Just a pretty simple cube only level. Not bad. Exploring area. Why is just the nightmare just completely reused it? This is such a strange level, half of it's auto. Oh, this is the first level again. But this is just like a level mix. Yeah, I didn't know these were still a thing. Yeah, it is super cycles as well. I didn't know they made these to this point. The disrespect. Interesting. Some just random auto bits, just completely bits taken from other levels. Square madness now. These levels are starting to be a bit later on, I think. Yeah, I'm practices. That's harder than the nightmare, probably, with all those fakes. No business being a 7-star. That was. I spent more time on that than the nightmare. But that's harder than the nightmare, easily. So, with that, 8 out of 16 of JAX's levels, 50%, I had completed. Now onto the harder levels. I was in for a bit of surprise for some of these. I beat timing. A 6-star is a little easier than I was expecting after a practice run. The gameplay is a little strange, as it's mainly horrible 4-star gameplay, but every 15 seconds is a random timing, hence the name, that completely throws you off. It's not too tough though when you're in the right mindset and fully focused. Standing on track is 5 stars, this is not worthy of that difficulty whatsoever. As a drop, there's a full-on memory part which I have to practice like a memory level, and throughout, there's regular fakes and tight parts, so I'd probably call this an 8-star. I guess this video is turning into memory part 2. Softlogeist is JAX's only unrated level because it was deleted in a hack and recently re-uploaded. This level's most notable feature is the incredibly lonely draw around the middle. The gameplay is so complex at the beginning, it's difficult to work out what specific obstacle you are dying to, so it requires a huge amount of trial and error. But to be fair, this draw is really impressively made for 1.8. With all the learning, this surprisingly took me almost 3 hours and was immensely satisfying to beat. There's not really much to say about JAX step. It's essentially just X step with worse visuals with a few more interesting fakes. I consider Deluxe Bomber a bit of a turning point in JAX's levels, as it's his first level where he can totally try to decorate. You can see how this is an improvement from levels like JAX Step and Timer, and how JAX built his skills from here to make something like Softlogeist. This is further seen in one day. It feels like a chaotic version of Cycles, and the visuals are pretty nice as well. I especially like the wall part of the drop where different types of blocks sort of blend into each other. The easy demon to bring me to 15 out of 16 JAX levels completed was Operation. I feel like aside from this, all of JAX's demons are relatively well known. This level is pretty indistinguishable from most of the other levels, which is probably why. To end this video, I beat JAX's last hurrah, the Memory Medium Demon Project J. Aesthetics wise, this level looks a bit different from JAX's previous levels, because it almost fully utilises the colourful 1.7 blocks. I think it really helps to make this my favourite JAX level. I find it strange using not a huge amount of time because the levels are hard to beat. There's only a few parts you have to learn, with relatively simple fakes, and everything else is mostly sight readable. Softlogeist is a harder level in my opinion. This feels like an easy demon too. I'm going to show this level in full, and that brings me on to why I decided to beat every JAX level at this specific time. This was a video idea that I've had for a bit now, and something I want to do with many other creative levels. I already knew that JAX's hardest level was the memory demon, so when memory came around, I felt now was the perfect time, especially when a lot of JAX's levels have some memory aspect. You can sort of consider this memory part 2, on confirmation for what I said earlier.